For you to relish the perfect, bittersweet aroma of early morning coffee, you have to find out the best coffee maker that suits your lifestyle. In terms of operation, we have two kinds of modes: manual and automatic. These terms are, of course, self-explanatory, but they can be confusing, especially when we begin to talk about the specifics of operations in the subclasses of these modes. While consumers tend to use generic terms to describe the type of coffee-making appliance they want to have, companies on the other hand are trying to differentiate various terms in order to establish a formal understanding with fellow coffee maker companies. Manual espresso coffee makers, also often called as lever machines, are the most traditional espresso concocting tools available in the market. These coffee makers require some handwork since you have to literally move levers in order to produce drinks. Internally, these equipped with a calibrated mechanism that pushes water against the supplied amount of ground coffee in action that produces the espresso. Most manual machines have a boiler that keeps the water warm, allowing you to pull a shot and steam milk conveniently. Between manual and automatic coffee makers is what we can call hybrids or semi-automatic appliances. These makers boast of automatic pumps that can quickly mix and process ground coffee and water, boilers whose temperature can be controlled and maintained in specific levels, and activation buttons that can automatically turn on or shut down the espresso-producing pumps. Automatic machines perfectly describe what they are: self-operating. These espresso coffee makers are different from the semi-automatic types because they have fully automated pumps which can blend the right amount of coffee beans with the right amount of water, automated boilers that are more specific in controlling the desired level of temperature, and various buttons that can quickly pour different shot sizes. Today most appliance companies are waging war on the features of their models, all of them trying to achieve quick espresso making at the least amount of time and efforts as possible. Advanced models have buttons for everything. There are specific controls for the length and degree of grinding to be done, for the volume of water to be used, for the time and temperature of brewing, so on. In other words, these machines are all about throwing in coffee and water and magically turning them into a special espresso in a matter of minutes. All of these operational modes have pros and cons. For one, manual makers can take so much time and energy in espresso making, but these appliances are preferred by purists and romantic people who want to drink the old-school, homemade type of beverage. Semi-automatic makers provide better convenience than the manual types, and not surprisingly they also entail a bigger tab price. These makers are called hybrids since they allow you to do espresso the manual way with a bit of modern perks. Lastly, if the household is pretty large and the lifestyle of the family is fast-paced, automatic espresso makers are, of course, most recommended. They can provide shot after shot without having to take long periods of waiting time.